Hi guys, Mr. H Reviews here for another Alien Covenant trailer speculation video. Wanted to kind of discuss a great theory that popped up on aliencovenant.com. Great website, mad articles. They're really up to date on news, speculation, breakdown, etc. So I thought it'd be really interesting to kind of take one of their articles, dissect it a little bit, and also because I actually disagree with some of the content in there. Not to say that it's wrong or bad or whatever, it's just a difference of opinion, so I thought it'd be good to explore that. Now, the topic of the conversation that you would have seen from the title of the video is the mysterious hooded figure. Now, I'm in agreement with what they say on aliencovenant.com, and that is that the mysterious figure is David. I do find it quite comical though, to think that David's hair has grown. Only reason being, I can't quite imagine Michael Fassbender with long hair. But if you look at the image on the screen now, in the left side of the kind of hood area, you see wispy bits of hair. It looks blonde as well. I mean, it could just be the light, but I don't think it's a stretch to think that that is his hair and that it has actually grown. So that's kind of interesting. Now, the article is saying that it's an engineer's cloak. I do agree with that, and they're very reminiscent to the cloak that we saw at the start of Prometheus with the guy that sacrificed himself, the engineer. But there's some kind of interesting bits and pieces that was floating around within this article that I thought it'd be good to discuss. Now, they've said that canonically they don't believe the cloaks are worn for any other purpose bar sacrifice. Although it does appear in a deleted scene, I'm still kind of keen to say that that is canonical. Yeah, sure, we've seen them run around in their compression spacesuits and things like that, but even though it's a deleted scene, it doesn't mean that it's not canon, I would say, anyway. So although he's wearing that cloak, does that mean he's going to sacrifice himself? I don't think so. We know that he's pretty keen on keeping himself alive by some of the things that he said in Prometheus. Now, one of the other things that this article says is the significance of the engineer cloak itself. I'll kind of read a quick excerpt from this, the article here, and kind of see what you think. It says, in Prometheus we learned that the reason for this dressing and suit wearing was to better immerse himself in human culture and to make humans feel more comfortable around him. Now, that is obviously relating back to David wearing clothes, drinking drinks, that sort of thing, basically. Now, this is saying that David is essentially wearing the cloak to fit in with the engineers. I highly disagree with that, and the reason being that there was some some leaked set footage, some leaked set images a while back now, actually, probably about, I don't know, a good 6 to 7 months back, and it showed that the planet was essentially dead. It was completely dead. So who is he fitting in with? And we already know from the kind of synopsis of the film is that the only survivor or the only inhabitants of the planet was essentially David, because Shaw isn't supposed to be alive moving forward anyway. So I don't believe he's kind of trying to fit in with the engineers at all. I just think that potentially he idolizes them and he's wearing the cloak based on that. They also say that essentially he's become an engineer, figuratively, not literally, saying that David has stolen the fire from the gods and wields the power of the black goo. As much as he meddled with the black goo in Prometheus, he was, as far as I'm aware anyway, he was pretty much under instruction to do all of that from Wayland. So I don't think there's much symbolism or much meaning behind that. It would be interesting if David is messing around with the black goo and creating these beings and trying to perfect them. I think one of the interesting theories out there is that David is essentially the engineer of the xenomorph as we know it. I mean, if you can imagine that, that's absolutely mind-blowing to consider that he has obviously made, you know, the xenomorphs that is in Alien and Aliens, Alien 3, so on and so forth, through messing around with this black goo. I don't think that's the route that they'll go, but it would be interesting if that is the case. So anyway, guys, I mean, what did you think? Do you think it's David? Do you think his hair's grown, which I pointed out? Do you think there's a deeper meaning behind him wearing the engineer's cloak? Or do you simply think that he's got the cloak, you know, just because he found it and he idolizes them a bit like I do anyway? So if you enjoyed this video, give it a big thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, click the subscribe button. It does help the channel out, obviously, and yeah, just drop back for more in the future.